Hey, today we're hanging out with Christopher Schulstead. Christopher serves with Freedom School Champ on Monday evenings, and he's here to talk about his involvement there. So, Chris, tell us how you got to Myers Park United Methodist Church.
My parents started bringing me here from a really young age, and I just have been growing and evolving in the church ever since.
So, you grew up here. Did you go to Children's Sunday School here?
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
And now you are serving with Freedom School Champ. Tell us what Freedom School Champ is, for those who don't know.
It's a program that you're helping underprivileged kids that aren't really socializing or doing the best academically and stuff like that, and you want to help them with their home life as well as their school life, and you're really working towards getting them to be the best they can be. And a lot of the kids haven't grown up with the best parents or anything like that, so you're really going and helping those kids and being their big brother, big sister, and really helping those kids out. And you're not going to help them with personal issues, you're going to help them with getting their personality to where it needs to be, instead of almost going and really trying to tell them what to do. You're just growing with them and being their mentor.
Sure, kind of coming alongside them, building a relationship with them.
Right.
Some guidance and direction. How long have you been helping?
I've been helping this is my third year this year, and I love it.
What, like if you were to describe the average kid in Freedom School Champ, what would that look like? What would they look like? What are some of the characteristics of the kids that you work with, maybe the struggles?
I mean, we have them in grades, first grade through fifth grade. They graduate at fifth grade, and most of them we work with African American kids, and a lot of them are great kids. They just haven't grown up with the people that they need to have grown up with. A lot of them are running the streets and not really focusing on school and not getting to where they need to be. So you really want to get in there and help them out and get them to where they need to be, especially school-wise, because that's a big thing that we've changed in Freedom School Champ from my first year, is a lot of the academics and getting them to their academic level. So
Yeah, some of them, I know from what I've heard, some of them don't have regular meals, and so we give them a dinner each week, and at least that's consistent.
Right.
And some of them don't have necessarily have parents around or at least active in their lives. Last year, Champ was in this space.
Right.
This year, it's moved to Sedgefield Elementary. How's that changed program?
That's a huge change. That's a huge change that we've really, pretty much taken away all the aspects of running around and being crazy to sitting down with the kids and really getting to know them. When it was here, it wasn't as structured, and I actually like it being a lot more structured than it is right now.
Sure.
And without the structure, they were running around, they were kind of messing with each other, messing with the mentors, not focusing on what they need to be focusing on. And then once we moved to Sedgefield, the whole program's changed. It's a lot more academic, it's a lot more structured. All the kids are very focused when you're there. But even though, the kid that I work with is not always focused. And a lot of the times I have to sit down and really work with him and tell him to pay attention, because it's like you're looking around all the time, not really noticing stuff, and you have to sit there and look at him, and you might have to tell him 100 times to get focused in his work, but eventually you'll build that relationship where you have to tell him one time, and that's really what I'm going for.
Awesome. Why? You've kind of spoke to this a little bit, but why do you enjoy Freedom School Champ so much? Like, why is Chris drawn to that?
Just getting to know the kids. I love it. I love getting to know other people, getting to build relationships. That's just something I love doing. I love talking to people, and especially the building relationships part of it is my favorite, because you're really trying to work with those kids, and you're building something that they don't have in their lives. You're building a strong relationship where I know the kid that I work with, he calls me and texts me and off his parents' phone, and it's something that you really like to see, because they're not involved in the stuff that may be going on in their neighborhood, and you see them texting you, wanting to be with you, and that's really what gets to me. So
it's awesome. What's something you've kind of like learned along the way, your involvement there?
Their personalities. You don't get the same personality any week. Every week is different. They could be mad something happened at school one week, and you come the next week and they're happy because their parents gave them something. And some of them, they don't get that giving. It's a lot of they have to earn it or they don't get anything at all just because of their parents can't support them or something like that.
Right.
But the personality thing is just huge to me because you never see the same one. It's always different. It's always changing. You just have to react to it. So it gets crazy sometimes, but it's worth it.
So what would you say to somebody who wants to get plugged in? How would you encourage them?
Just get involved in your community. You know, don't sit there at home and tell your parents I don't have anything to do. You can get out and get involved with these kids, especially like even if you don't like talking to people. Just get out because you're helping someone that doesn't have any help at all. And when you get out and help them, it's such a huge advantage to them as a person and their schoolwork to learn from older mentors that maybe already know what they're going to do in life and they're trying to help the smaller kids or the buddies really to explore what they have not gotten to see.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, especially with Freedom School Champ, where like kids just want somebody to look up to. They just want to know somebody, to have somebody to help guide them and be their friend. A
lot of the parents that I know, some of them have been drug addicts and others have been drug dealers and stuff like that, and they don't have that person to look up to. And it's such a good feeling to be that person that they look up to at all times, and you don't really get to see that side of them. Really, their parents don't see it, and when you open yourself up to it, then they're going to start coming to you even more. And once you build that relationship to what it can be, which I'm still wondering where ours is going to go with my buddy, and just because it's with my buddy, it's crazy. It gets crazy sometimes. You see all sides of him. I mean, it's just a mess, but I love it, and building that relationship is a huge thing to do.
Sure. It's definitely, Freedom School Champ's a wonderful ministry.
Right.
I'm sure that you are blessed to be a part of it. And I'm certain that
very.
they're blessed to have you a part of it. Thanks for taking some time with us this
Yes, sir.
afternoon.
Thank you. Thank you.